Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Gita session. And hopefully, yes, we are targeting to start the first verse with His Krupa. We have got 2 more verses to complete the Dhyana Shlokas. We'll be doing that and then getting into the first chapter. But before we do the last 2 verses, I just want only 7 hands to be raised or from the new people to chant once each verse of Gita Dhyana Shloka. Only 7 hands. The first 7 hands only I'll be counting. Okay. So who all are raising hands to chant the 1? Then I see only 1 hand. I need only 7 hands. Those who are new, they will get the chance. Those who have attended my previous classes, they'll have to wait. So I just have to get acquainted with the new faces. Leelama, you are from the old class, so you can please hold on. So I see still 2 hands. Okay, Soma Sundaranji, 3 hands. I need 4 more new hands. Quickly, it should be fast. Don't have to think so much. The class time goes off quickly. What is going to be maximum going to go happen is it's going to be wrong. That's all, right? Sky is not falling. Come on, quickly 4 more hands. Don't feel shy. All new hands, please. Let it come. I get 4 hands. I need 3 more. Faster. Does it take so long to click the raise hand option? Faster. Don't take last time. New people, come on. 3 more hands I need. Don't get frightened. 3 more hands, please. Fast. 5. 2 more. Please gather courage. Maximum is going to go only wrong, nothing more than that. And that's why if we already know, then why would we be in the class? 6. And 1 more person to master the courage. Come on. I need just 1 more person. 6 people are there. Does it take so long? Hurry, new people. 1 more. Please master your courage and raise your hands for once. After this, the journey will be not so very difficult to raise hand. 1 more hand. 1 more. Faster. I'm waiting. Why does it take so long after the voice call in a name? 1 more hand, please. Let's not hold the class so long. Doesn't take so long. There are 7 verses, 1 per person. We need 1 more hand.
Looks like they want someone to read too.
Who is there? Swati, Vasanti, Shri Vidya, Lakshmi. I see some more new names. Okay. I see Alok Verma joining. Alok Verma ji, you can please raise your hand to chant one of the Dhyana verse. Okay, have you raised your hand? I know I'm waiting for 7 hands. I see only 6 hands. Wow. So now, G,
I'm Radhika here with Somasundaram. So if you're still looking for one person, then I can.
please, thank you. Yes, Radhika Ji. Yes, I'm just looking for one person, only one person. Now, okay. So now let's start. All in mute position. We'll start with Shri Devi Bodha, first verse.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaധ്യായിനീം अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी.
Excellent. Perfect. Next verse. Arun Jain Ji.
Namostute Vyas Vishal Buddhe Fullar Vind Yat Patr Yenatva Bharat Tele Puranah Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipah.
Excellent. Now where to improve? Not to say fullar. Say pullar. Say
Fullar.
not fu. Pu.
Fullar.
So okay. Say per.
Pa.
Now make aspiration and send out more pressure and air and say per and then per.
Pa.
Per.
Pa.
Because there is no f sound in Sanskrit. There is no f sound. We have per and we have per. So it will be pullar. What we'll say?
Pullar.
Not
pullar.
Phu, not
Yes.
fu. Then it's not vinda, vinda.
Vindayat.
And then not yat, yata, because ta is not having that halant. So it is vindayata patra netra. Those are all full sounds. So how you should say it? Pullar vindayata patra netra. Can you repeat this phrase behind me?
Fullar vindayat patra netra.
Yata patra netra.
Yata patra netra.
So the per has to improve. Rest everything was good. So now can you chant the whole verse once more?
Namostute Vyas Vishal Buddhe Fullar Vindayat Patra Netra Yenatva Bharat Tail Purana Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipah.
Yenatvaya. That can be better.
Yenatva
Tvaya.
Tvaya.
Correct.
Yenatvaya.
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 Excellent. Very well done. Now we have that pullara has to still be better, Ji. Okay, that you will automatically get once you are practicing. Next is Somasundaran Ji.
Prapanna parijataya totra vetraikapanaye jnanamudraya krishnaya Gita Mritaduhe Namaha.
Excellent. Now what to improve? Jnana mudraya mudda. Da is a alpa prana. You should not say mudraya. There is no dha over there. So can you just correct that and say again?
Yeah. Prapanna parijataya totra vetraikapanaye jnanamudraya krishnaya
Jnana mudraya mudra, not mudra. Mudra.
Jnanamudraya krishnaya Gita Mritaduhe Namaha.
Perfect. Radhika ji, you are with him. You can chant the next verse.
सर्वोपनिषदो गाओ.
सर्वोपनिषदो गावो गावः.
Aha, aha, ha.
सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्.
Excellent. Perfect. 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 Now let's see whose turn it is next. Gita Murli ji.
Hari Om, ma'am.
Oh, somebody extra hands have come up. How come extra hands have come up? When I asked, nobody raised, and now so many have raised their hands. It's only 7 people I had counted. I don't know now how many. Never mind. We'll see what happens later. Okay.
Hari Om, ma'am.
Hi, yes.
Vasudheva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanura Madhanam Deva.
Mardhanam the alpa prana.
Okay. Vasudheva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanura Madhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum.
So that Mardhanam is not corrected and Krishnam Vande. So you just say the word standalone. Mardhanam.
Mardhanam.
Now you chant the whole verse.
Vasudheva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanura Madhanam. Is it correct, ma'am?
Correct. Perfect.
Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum.
Excellent. Very good. So technically only 2 hands were needed, but now there were so many hands. Doesn't matter. Nirja Verma, go for the next one, ji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jalagan. I'm sorry. Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jala.
No. Have you learned this verse? Were you in the class last week?
I was, but I have not learned it.
No, not memorize, but to chant. Okay, so then you can repeat after me now. Bhishma.
Okay.
So Bhishma ma will have a pressure. That's why it is in blue color. Bhishma Drona
Bhishma Drona Tata.
No.
Sorry.
You need to repeat after me. And not to say Drona, and ta. Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jala.
Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jala.
Gandhara Nilotpala.
Gandhara Nilotpala.
Shalyagrahavati Krupena Vahani.
Shalyagrahavati Kripena Vahani.
Karnena Velakula.
Karnena Velakula.
Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Makara.
Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Makara.
Duryodhana Vartini.
Duryodhana Vartini.
Sotirna Khalu Pandavai Rananadi.
Sotirna Khalu Pandavai Rananadi.
Kaivartakah Keshavaha.
Kaivartakah Keshava.
Keshavaha. Correct. You are going to practice this and chant the same verse next week for me, Jay.
Okay.
Okay. Gauri ji, chant the same verse, please.
Yeah. Namaste ji.
Namaste.
Bhishma Drona Tata.
Hold on. Bhishma Drona opposite. Bha is a Mahaprana. Bhishma Drona.
Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jala, Gandhara, Nilotpala,
Okay, repeat
Shalya.
after. No,
Yeah.
you need to repeat after me. Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jala.
Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jala.
Drona, not to say Drona.
Okay. Bhishma Drona.
No.
Huh.
B you are saying, that is B. Bhishma Drona.
Bhishma Drona.
Ha. Tata
Tatha
Jayadratha Jala.
Jayadratha Jala.
Gandhara Nilotpala.
Gandhara
See
Nilotpala.
see the red marking. Mahaprana. Gandhara.
Gandhara.
No, Ga no. Ga is not having a
Okay.
red color. So
Okay.
your Mahaprana should come where the red color is there.
DH.
It's not
Okay.
Gha. Gandhara.
Gandhara.
Dhara.
Gandhara.
Correct.
Nilotpala.
Shalyagra.
Gandhara.
Oh,
Nilotpala.
Shalyagrahavathi.
Shalyagrahavathi.
Krupena.
Kripena.
Not na. Touch the tongue to the roof of the palate.
Okay.
Krupena.
Kripena.
Ana. When you say ana, touch the tongue to the roof of the palate.
Okay. Kripena.
Just say standalone ana.
Kripena.
Standalone ana. Only say ana.
No.
Touch the tongue to the roof of the palate.
No.
And then now say ana.
No.
Tip of the tongue should hit the palate roof.
Okay.
Then the na sound. If you touch the tip of the tongue to the teeth, the na sound will come. Roof of the palate should be touched. Then to get the na sound. Krupena.
Kripena.
You will get it. Very good. Vahani.
Vahani.
Again that na is coming. Karnena.
Karanena.
Both nanas are different. Ne, na, murdhani sound, dental sound.
Karnena.
Velakula.
Velakula.
Ashwathama vikarna.
Ashwathama. Vikama.
Vikarna.
Vikarna.
Ghora makara.
Ghora makara.
Very good. Duryodhana vartini.
Duryodhana vardini.
Sotirna.
Sotirna.
Khalu.
Khalu.
Pandavai rana nadi.
Pandavairana nadi.
So rana murdhani na dental rana nadi.
Rana nadi.
Kaivartaka.
Kaivartakat.
Taka.
Kaivartakat.
Keshavaha.
Keshavaha.
So with the Nirjaji, next week you are also going to chant this. Harish and Jalja, chant the same verse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्ण घोरमकरा
दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णः खलु पाण्डवै रणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः.
Excellent. Excellent, Jalajaji. Is Harishji also going to chant?
No, he is not here right now.
Okay, fine. Okay, fantastic. Very well done. Now let's go for the last one. Hamsanandini.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om Ji.
Parasharyavasah.
Vachas.
Okay. Parasharyavachas sarojamamalam Gitarthagandhotkadam Nanakyanaka. Guruji, that line you can help me.
Correct. Very good. Yes. Nana Kyanaka Kesaram Harikatha.
Nana Kyanaka Kesaram Harikatha.
Anuswara. Kesaram Harikatha.
Kesaram Harikatha. Sambodhana Bodhitam.
Very good.
Thank you. Loke Sanjana Shat.
Not Sanjana. Sajjana. There is no N over there.
Okay. Loke Sajjana Shatpadai Raha.
Okay. Hold on. Loke Sajjana Shatpadai Raha.
Loke Sajjana Shatpadai Raha.
Raha. Visarga full.
Okay.
Loke Sajjana Shatpadai Raha.
Loke Sajjana Shatpadai Raha.
Very good.
Pepiyamanam Muda Bhuyat Bharada Pangajam Kalimala Pradvansina Shreyase.
All the anuswaras. Pankajam Kalimala Pradvansina. So Pankajam Dajja anuswara is going to become ng, like in Ganga. Pankajam Kalimala and Pradvansina.
Okay.
Say Bhuyad Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Pradvansina Shreyase.
Bhuyad Bharada Pangajam Kalimala Pradvamsina Shreyase.
Okay, next week you will practice this and come. This verse should not make you breathless so fast. So some pranayam we will see how to incorporate in the class to get a good stamina. Okay, now we are starting with a new verse today. But before we start, there is a homework given to Shardaji. Shardaji, did you find out who was our hero of yesterday's last week when you had asked Jayadratha? Did you get him?
Jayadratha. Yeah.
How did you forget this character? Such a main person in Mahabharata, the whole war. What? Okay, so
as per my knowledge, I have gone through that. He is the brother-in-law of the Kauravas. One point. And he has the capacity to hold the Arjuna not to go anywhere, because he was a great warrior that he can hold completely Arjuna to fight for 1 day completely.
How?
That much capacity he has.
How he is powerful than Arjun?
No, that not than Arjuna, but he can give a competition. I mean,
why?
Don't know, ma.
Don't know. Okay, next.
And his name itself, like a Jayadratha, means one meaning is Jala. Is it true?
No.
Okay. These things only I got that.
Only this much. Okay, so you should work out and finding out more on Jayadratha.
Sure.
But one quick thing is, in amongst all this Pandavas or these Kauravas, all are men, right? 5 brothers, 100, but these are all cousins. They have only one sister, and that is Dushala. And he is married to her. So Jayadratha is Dushala's husband. This is one part. The
Okay.
second thing is, he was, when Draupadi's Vastraharan was there, he was over there in the court. Second. Third, when they were all, the Pandavas were in the forest, he had cast his eyes, bad, evil eyes on her. And he tried to kidnap her and go. And that time
Draupadi?
Pandavas, Draupadi, yes.
Okay.
But Draupadi had introduced that who she is. So he knew even beforehand that who she is. But still he tried to take her away. So the Pandavas went back behind him. They hunted him down. They killed all his troops. And then when he was not killed, but he was forgiven by her with a condition that he's going to be slave of Yudhishthir when Yudhishthir is going to be the king. And to show the sign, they shaved off his head and keeping only 5 tufts on his scalp. So that was very, very insulting for him. So he had this point of revenge for him. The worst point comes now in the war when so with this insult and with these 5 tufts, he cannot go back to his kingdom. He went to do tapasya. He did tapasya. He pleased Lord Shiva, and he tried to get a boon that he should be killing Arjuna. But Lord Shiva said that's not going to be possible. And he asked a couple of boons that was also not going to be possible. But somehow then Lord Shiva, because he had to give a boon, it was given that for one day he can put them away, that Pandava cannot come near. He cannot conquer Pandava for one day. Such a situation can be brought. So like that
Not
one boon he got.
Arjuna.
Not just Arjuna. Arjuna
Okay.
also into that, and
Okay.
Pandavas also into that. No, but Arjuna, of course, because Arjuna is the mightiest warrior of all that time. So he is not mightier than him. Of course, he is mighty, but not mightier than him. But he had this Shiva's food. But the worst situation comes when this Chakra Vyuha was there. Okay, so there are so many Vyuhas there. Suchi Mukha Vyuha is there, this, that, so many. Chakra Vyuha was there. Nobody knew how to enter it. Abhimanyu has entered, but he has heard half story only. He has not heard the full story. He knows how to get in. He
Only
doesn't know how to
entering
come
part
out.
he knows. Yes, yeah.
Okay, but before that, one situation is created. Jayadratha is planning all this. So Jayadratha planned to take away Arjun at the other end of the battlefield. And so much huge, the battlefield. So Arjuna and Krishna. So Arjuna and Krishna only knew how to get in and out of a Chakravyuh. So these two, he planned. They engaged one of the cousin. They challenged him. So he made them challenge and took him away. So Arjuna said, this Vyuha, nobody should enter. We are coming back. Please don't do anything. And by that time. But over there, when the war was engaged, there were so many layers. And the war was taking a longer time. The Yuddha, what he was challenged to. So Arjuna was getting late. And Abhimanyu got impatient over here. He couldn't wait. He didn't hear the instructions. He entered. Now, what did Jayadratha do? As soon as he entered the Mukha of the Chakravyuha, he closed by himself. Who Jayadratha stood there to close that. So no other Pandava side could enter, and it was only Abhimanyu who could enter the Vyuha, because he closed upon that Vyuha immediately, and he was the cause of the death what Pandava believed into. Then what happens? Arjuna vowed that next day before sunset he is going to kill Jayadratha, and if he doesn't, then he will put himself into fire and kill himself. So Arjuna took that kind of a vow. Then next day, all the acharyas and everybody were engaged in protecting Jayadratha, and they did a three-tier Vyuha for him. Padma Vyuha, Shuchi Vyuha, so many Vyuhas they did. and it was taking a longer time, and Arjuna felt that he might fall short before sunset to complete. He's of course going to win, but the before sunset or not, that was a question. Then it was Krishna who eclipsed the sun, made it appear as though it's going to be sunset. And then Jayadratha came out thinking it's the sunset, but it was not the sunset. Then he says, Krishna says, you hit him now and make sure his head falls, Jayadratha's head falls in his father's lap. So Arjuna, at that particular time, he took the bow, he shot him in such a way that the head goes and falls in his father's lap. Father, who was in a meditation, or he got shocked and he was in his tapas, he got up. So the boon what his father had got when Jayadratha was getting on, that my son, means he needed some extra protection, and from Pandavas or something he had asked, but Lord had said that whoever would if Jayadratha's head falls down, whoever is the cause for Jayadratha's head fall down, his head will break into 1,000 pieces. When his father woke up, then his father also died into that process. So this Jayadratha is the major character. So you should not ask me who is Jayadratha. So all that is, so your homework was not done. So next time anybody asking questions, yes, be prepared for homework also. Not that if you don't know answer means what will happen. Like now Sharada ji, she did little bit and that's fine. So then we can always talk about it. But this is one point. The second point is when I asked to come for volunteer, when I say how many number of people you should volunteer, it took so long for us to get volunteer. Now next week it's going to be 9 verses minimum. I don't know how many of chapter 1 we are going to touch today. When I say 9 hands, make sure 9 hands are there. It's okay to do mistake. If you already knew it, why would you come in a class? Correct. So it's okay. Chant in whichever way it is. Nothing. No, you will only learn better. There is nothing to feel ashamed of. Even I didn't do it in my first go. Back in those 30-40 years ago, when a notice was put for a competition, Sanskrit chanting competition, I just read the notice and walked away. It's not meant for me. So who is going to do Sanskrit? It's not my cup of tea. It was with that attitude, without any exaggeration. It was said. It's such a insignificant notice. Who's going to do this? It was like that. And that time, for a dignity, it was lower to do Sanskrit sloka, and we are all in English medium, so we prefer something English. This was my attitude. So this was that time, and that mistake was corrected by my teacher. So I'm ever grateful to her. She said, why your name is not there? I said, of course it can't be over there. I just cannot. She said, I don't want to hear a no answer. You would. I said, but I don't know anything of it. I said, that's why you're going to learn and chant, she said. And thereafter, every competition I've taken part, till today I'm taking part in whatever competition I can get. And yes, by his krupa, he just encourages me by putting it into some ranking or the other in the chanting competition. So that is the change. Like today now I can a little bit help others also to chant something. So that was the first beginning. So those who are not feeling something not comfortable, it's okay not to be comfortable, but don't miss the chance of chanting. In your discomfort zone also come out to volunteer. And if you see, if I've asked 9 hands and if more hands are coming, then it should be a puzzle for me. Like now today later on there were so many hands coming up. So you should put me into a question mark. That's the enthusiasm I would like to see from the class. So please don't shy. Okay, now let's learn the new verse for today. Any kids are there? If any kids, the kids first get the chance. Okay, Hamsanandini's kid, or you are with your child? Hamsanandini, you are with your child?
No, I don't have any child, ma'am.
Okay, so first with the first chance with the kids. Okay, I see Jayant and Nikhila. First, we'll start with you, Jayant. Please come over. Mukam karoti vachalam.
Mukam karoti vachalam.
Anuswara. Mukam karoti, and not vacha, vacha.
Okay. Mukam karo.
Okay,
Mukam karo.
mukang, because ka is the next word, right? Ka, karoti is ka. So ka, kha, ga, gha, ng. So anuswara on the muka is not going to be mukam, but ka varga's anunasika, which is ng. Mukang karoti vachalam.
Okay. Mukam karoti vachalam.
Very good.
Karoti vachalam.
Pangu. Now we are going to learn a new anuswara today. Whenever a l comes, the previous anuswara is going to become l with the chandra bindu. L in the nose. L, when you say it in the nose, nasal, l. So this anuswara, pangul, gul, langhayate girim. Pangul langhayate girim.
Pangul langhayate girim.
Very good.
Pangul langhayate girim.
Yat kripa tamaham vande. So anuswara wa, because vande is there. Yat kripa tamaham vande.
Yat krupa tamaham vande.
Yat kripa tamaham vande.
Paramananda madhavam.
Paramananda madhavam.
Paramananda madhavam.
Mukang karoti vachalam. Pangul langhayate girim.
Mukam karoti vachalam. Pangul langhayate girim.
Mukam karoti vachalam. Pangul langhayate girim.
Yat kripa tamaham vande paramananda madhavam.
Yat krupa tamaham vande paramananda madhavam.
Yat kripa tamaham vande paramananda madhavam.
Good. Full version.
Mukam karoti vachalam.
Anuswara, anuswara.
Mukam karo. Kang. Mukam karoti vachalam. Pangul langhayate girim. Yat krupa tamaham vande paramananda madhavam.
Very good. Excellent.
Mukam karoti vachalam. Pangul langhayate girim. Yat kripa tamaham vande paramananda madhavam.
Very good. Mukam karoti vachalam. Pangul langhayate girim. Yat kripa tamaham vande paramananda madhavam. So we see the meaning over here now. Yat krupa. You see the first word in the second line. Yat krupa. Whose krupa? Whose grace? Whose grace karoti does mukam vachalam. The mute person eloquent. Yat krupa karoti mukam vachalam. Yat krupa mukam vachalam karoti. Whose krupa makes a mute person eloquent. Yat krupa, what karoti? Pangum langhayate girim. Pangu girim langhayate. Pangu is who? Pangu. Pangu is a person who cannot walk, a lame person. Giri, on the mountain, to the mountain. Langhayate, can make walk. Yat krupa pangum girim langhayate. Then tam, to that, aham vande, I bow down. Who is that who is making this mukam vachalam karoti, who is making pangum girim langhayate? Who is that? Who is Paramananda? Paramananda, highest happiness. For our happiness, what we want? We want pani puri to eat. We want some branded clothes to wear. We want a gadget, which is the latest whatever is happening. I don't know if anything after iPhone 14 has come, anything, I don't know. But some whatever car, whatever house, if something we get to eat, something we get to wear, something if we possess, some relationship, then only we are feeling happy. If all our friends have gone somewhere and we are back alone, oh, there is a big panic, there is so much sadness. If our best friend is having too many good things, there is jealousy coming. We are constantly wanting something. We are not completely happy with ourselves. We are not happy in our relationships. We are not happy with whatever we have. There is always something, I want this so that I can be happy. To complete myself, I need some external sources, a thing, experience, or a person. We are not in the status of Paramananda. There can be a joy, something new we get, we are the best, happiest at that time. But that joy doesn't stay there. It disappears after some days. After iPhone 14, if we have done all the things and gone and something new has come, definitely the joy has reduced and you want that something new. So we are constantly chasing to upgrade ourselves with the external sources. On our own, we are not, because we don't feel full. Paramananda is one who is full, one who doesn't need anything to be happy, one who is complete. Madhavam, Madhava is Ma is Lakshmi. Dhava is husband, Lakshmi is husband. To means who is having all wealth. Wealth is not just money. Who's the husband who's having everything, who's complete. Tam aham vande, to that person, to him I bow down. We have seen in the first verse, when we saw that verbs are of two categories. One we saw was anusandadhami. I said this is one category. Now today we are seeing a new category. This is called as vande, this type of a verb. You keep in mind somewhere in the notes as this and mark it this as a second category. This also means this is a first person singular. Means uttama purusha ekvachan. This is one day. We'll be seeing all the other vachanas. We'll be seeing all other person, second person, third person. We'll be singing plural of this word. But keep this in mind and put there first person singular, one day, to bow down. Okay. Okay, I think I've chanted the full verse, but I'll still chant. Mukam karoti vachalam pangullanghayate girim yat kripatamaham vande paramananda madhavam. One thing I must tell over here, that krupa comes, no? So we think God is there to distribute his grace, and maybe I will get someday. So if God is going to simply be there to distribute his grace, somebody is giving and somebody he is not giving, means what happens? God is becoming partial. So grace is not that simply according to God's wish it comes to us. Grace is a result of our karma. So all the actions that we do, it has a karma phala. Grace is a result of our karma phala. All the actions that we do, it has a phala. All the phalas cannot be seen. Some are drushta phala. Some are adrushta phala. Drushta phala, I am hungry, I eat. My eating action has satisfied me, filled my stomach, I am happy. Instead of hungry and angry, now I am full and happy and content. Immediately. But I do certain puja. I do certain sadhana. What is the phala of that? I don't see that. So the grace comes in that adrushta phala category. So his grace, it is that we are in a Gita session. It is His grace that we are holding the scripture in a hand. That means it is somewhere in this life, past life, immediate, or some God alone knows which corner, some good action that we have done that has resulted into our taking liking into this. And our bhakti, our devotion, and ananyata, that will ensure that this is going to multiply. So it comes purely as a result of our karma phala only. This we have to remember. So if you take effort today to chant all the words, next week you are going to chant, that means He is blessing you. But that He is blessing you with your own karma phala. If you don't take effort, if you don't volunteer, if I not know you, how we will progress? I also need a grace so that whatever He desires, I should speak only that, and we should cover the class, because there are so many points into all this that we are learning. It's just the tip of the iceberg. Now let's go for the final verse before we start our next chapter, the first chapter. I see only one hand. Any kids are there? No, young adults, right? College going young adults? Nobody. Okay, let us take it. Hamsanandini Shri Vidya Lakshmi. Let's start with you. Today we have to start the chapter. This is our Sankalpa. So I'm just seeing the time and I'm surprised only 10 minutes are remaining. 1 whole class, we are doing only 2 verses. So next week it should not be so. Okay, let's start. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha.
Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha.
So Brahma is the pronunciation. Okay, not Brahma. Ma ending should not come. For all we are saying in this class who are attending, we should able to say the word Brahma correctly, not Brahma. Brahma. Okay. Yam. Let's start. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha.
Yam Brahma Varuna Rutrendra Varunendra Rudra Marutaha.
Very good.
Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha.
Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi.
Stunvanti Divyaistavantaihi.
Divyaistavaihi.
Divyaistavaihi.
Very good.
Tunvanti Divyaistavaihi.
Vedai Sangapadakramopanisadaihi.
Vedai Sankapadakramopanisadaihi.
Again. Vedai Sangapadakra. See, the is in blue. Padakramopanishadaihi.
Vedai Sangapadakramopanisadaihi.
Very good.
Vedai Sangapadakramopanisadaihi.
Gayanti Yam Samagaha.
Gayanti Yam Samagaha.
So now Anuswara rule over here. You have to say Yam Samagaha.
Gayanti Yam Samagaha.
Very good.
Gayanti Yam Samagaha.
Very good. Dhyanavasthita tadgatena manasa.
Dhyanavasthita tagganena manasa.
Gatena.
Gattena manasa.
Dhyanavasthita tadgatena manasa.
Pashyanti. Now see, the rule before ya, if the Anuswara is coming, then the Anuswara we have to say as nya. Before la, how we said la, like that before ya, we are going to say nya. Pashyanti nyai yoginaha.
Pashyanti yan yoginaha.
Very good.
Pashyanti yoginah.
Excellent. Yasyantan. Now, Anuswara is not yasyantam. Yasyantan, because next word is na. Yasyantan na vidussura suraganaha.
Yasyantanna vidussura suraganaha.
Very good.
Yasyantanna vidussura suraganaha.
Devaya tasmai namaha.
Devaya tasmai namaha.
Devaya tasmai namaha.
Yam brahma varunendra rudra marutaha stunvanti divyaistavaihi.
Yam brahma varunendra rudra marutaha stanunvandi.
Marutaha. Breathe.
Okay, Guruji. Yam brahma varunendra
Brahma.
Yam brahma varunendra rudra marutaha stunvanti devyaistavaihi.
Very good.
Yam brahma varunendra rudra marutah tunvanti divyaistavaihi.
Good. Vedai sanga padakramopanishadaihi gayanti yam samagaha.
Vedai sanga padakramopanishadaihi gayanti yam samaga.
That is first line tune. Second line. Vedai sanga padakramopanishadaihi gayanti yam samagaha.
Vedai sanga.
Down. Vedai sanga.
Vedai sanga. Vedai sanga padakramopanishadaihi
gayanti yam samagaha.
Gayanti yam samagaha.
Vedai sanga padakramopanishadaihi gayanti yam samagaha.
Dhyanavasthita tadgatena manasa pashyanti yan yoginaha.
Dhyanavasthita tadghanena manasa.
Ghanena no, gatena. Dhyanavasthita tadgatena.
Dhyanavasthita tadghadena manasa pashyanti yoginaha.
Gatena. You will practice that word. Okay.
Dhyanavasthita tadgatena manasa pashyanti yoginah.
Yasyantanna vidussura suraganaha devaya tasmai namaha.
Yasyantanna.
Yes, down.
Yasyantanna vidussura suraganaha devaya tasmai namaha.
Yasyantanna vidussura suraganaha devaya tasmai namaha.
Good. Hamsanandini, you start chant the whole verse first. So she will get some background to chant it. Okay, go ahead with the full verse.
Okay. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvandi Divyaistavaihi Vetaisa. Sorry.
Correct.
Guruji.
Correct.
Vetaisanga Padakramo Pradakramopanishadaihi Gayanti Yai Samaga Yau Samagaha
Samagaha.
Yai Samagaha.
No. Next letter is sa. So one. Yau Samagaha.
Yau Samagaha. Dhyaya. Correct, Guruji?
Dhyana.
Dhyana vastita tadgatena manasa pasyanti yai yoginaha yasyantanna vidutsurasura devaya tasmai namaha.
Very good.
Thank you, Guruji.
Okay. Now
Yam
you can chant.
Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Tunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangapadakramopanisadaihi Gayanti Yau Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yai Yoginaha Yasyantanna Vidussurasura Devaya Tasmai Namaha.
Excellent. So both reverse their roles. Huh? While doing one verse, it was difficulty for you, and then it was smooth for her. And then now, while chanting the whole, it was other way around. Well done. So now, there are 3 lines. Huh? In the first line, all the exalted beings, that means all the gods. These gods, like who? Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, Marutaha. These are doing what? Stunvanti. They are doing praises. Means stavaihi, with different hymns, different stotras, divine stotras. With divine stotras, yam, to whom these exalted beings, these gods praise. This is the first line. In the second line, the one who are chanting Samaga, we see, right? The last word. That means the ones who are learned Vedic people. And in the last week, I thought we are going to do this verse. So I had given one YouTube link, which showed what is a way of Pada chanting, what is a way of Krama chanting. So the same words, like if there are 5 words in a shloka, then how they sequence it. So this Pada, Krama, which we are seeing over there, the Samaveda people, how they are chanting that Padak and Krama ways, and they're chanting the Upanishad. So Gayanti, they are singing that for whom? For the Lord. This is the second line. And the third line is the people on the earth who are doing their sadhanas. So another journey. So they're not on that level, but they are on another level. They are what they're doing? Dhyanavasthita, in the status of dhyana. That will go on with their mind, who are seeing Pashyanti. So these yogic people who see him in the dhyanavastha, and who yasyantam, whose antam is not end, antam is inside, whose core, so yasya, whose, this is a 6th case. Okay, Yam is the second case. Yasya is the sixth case. Whose antam na viduhu. Na viduhu means not known. By who? Sura, the gods. Asura, by demons. Ganaha means by nobody can fathom his, whose, Paramatma's, how is he, who is he. Nobody can see, means gods are also praising him. Learned scholars are praising him. Yogis are praising him. But Yam, so Yam means who are doing all this to him. And the Devas and Suras, they don't know him. To such a Lord, Devaya. So like our Shivaya. So this is the fourth case. Mark it over there. Tasmai. Also the fourth case. Namaha. Now why? Whenever the Namaha word comes, we have to use the fourth case. So Devaya Tasmai Namaha. To such a Lord, I bow down. So to whom all the gods are worshipping, to whom all the scholars are worshipping, to whom all the yogis are worshipping, to whose essence is also not fathomed by anybody, to such a Lord, my namaskaras. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sanga Padakramo Panishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyaravasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yan Yoginaha Yasyantanna Vidussura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha. What we are going to do, because we had taken a sankalpa that we want to start the first chapter and keep, I'll take only one volunteer. We'll do the first verse, and all those who have raised hands now, you can please come in again next week. Last week also I had missed few hands. What I'll do, Shardaji, I'll just pick you up now so that we can revise it quick, faster. And then next week, those who have raised hands today, please come back again next week. Though our time is up, I just want to start on today's day and keep, because that was our sankalpa. We'll just see the first verse. Chaldaji. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Atha Prathamodhyayaha.
Atha Prathamodhyayaha.
Arjuna Vishada Yogaha.
Arjuna Vishada Yogaha.
Dhritarashtra Vacha.
Dhritarashtra Uvacha.
Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre.
Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre.
Samavetayuyutsavaha.
Samavetayuyutsavaha.
Mamakah Pandavaschaiva.
Mamakah Pandavaschaiva.
Kimakurvata Sanjaya.
Kimakurvata Sanjaya.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Prathamodhyayaha. Arjuna Vishada Yogaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Prathamodhyayaha. Arjuna Vishada Yogaha.
Dhritarashtra Vacha. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. Samavetayuyutsavaha.
Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre. Samavetayuyutsavaha.
Mamakah Pandavaschaiva. Kimakurvata Sanjaya.
मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः अर्जुन विषादयोगः धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय
Excellent. So what are the points we have to remember? Atha prathamo. Atha prathamo. Tha is in a blue. Pra is a conjunct. So athap, that ip, one extra sound has to come. Athap prathamo, not pratha. Tha is in a red. Prathamo dhyayaha, not prathamo pratamo dhyayaha. Dhyayaha. So those red alphabets you'll have to keep in mind. Arjuna, then this sh, vishadayo, not vishada, not visha, visha. Okay, now what happens? Dhritarashtra uvacha. Uvacha said, what does he say? Dharma kshetre, in this, so this is a seventh case, okay? In the Dharma kshetra, in the land where it is a dharma, Kurukshetra, where it is a battlefield, Kurukshetra. What is happening in this Dharma kshetra, in this Kurukshetra? Samaveta. Samaveta means all who have gathered over there. How are they? Yuyutsavaha. Yuyutsavaha means one who is eager to fight, who is ready to fight. And what is his status of mind? Mamakaha means our people. And Pandavaha. See the word sha, half, cha, two eki matra and va. So when we break this word Pandavaschaiva, when we break the word, we will get Pandavaha. Sha will go because we broke the sandhi. Cha and eva. Pandavaha cha eva. And cha means and. So in Sanskrit, you use the first word and then say and. So Maas and the Pandavas. So Mamakaha cha Pandavaha. So cha is to put after Pandava. Mamakaha Pandavaha cha. Kim, what? Akurvata. What did do? Akurvata. Sanjaya. So Dhritarashtra's question is to Sanjay. What are they? What are they doing? Means he's eager to hear. This is one thing. Then he has clearly distanced in his mind that these are my people and these are theirs. But basically they are not separate. They are all one. But now he has this Mamakaha and Pandava. So all these are showing his status of how eager he is here there to listen, how in his mind a differentiation is there, and that in that battlefield that he has a fear in his mind, and that's why that concern question is coming. Dhritarashtra vacha. Sorry. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Prathamodhyayaha Arjuna Vishada Yogaha. Dhritarashtra vacha. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samavetayu-yutsavaha Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. We stop over here. I'm sorry to have taken the extra time, but if we have put a sankalpa that we want something, we should go all guns around it to hold if it is a Shubha Sankalpa. We should not postpone it at whatever cost. If a good thought has come, to catch it and to execute, we need a lot of strength. If we lose it that time, we will continuously lose it. So always hold this in mind that when a Shubha Sankalpa, don't drop it. Right now, the next class is there at 9:15. So I've just got 3 minutes for to switch. But we can always continue and go in the details next time. but that sankalpa is there. So now those who have said, okay, next week I am going to volunteer, don't drop it. Definitely come and volunteer. I just want to do this Mahaprana and check. Please do it today itself. Soon after class, sit and do. Audios would be provided, videos would be provided. Sit and do. Don't drop that thought. Oh, I have to just relax today and ease. I have to go out with my friends. Postpone that thought if it's possible. It's easier, then you would not have that desire. But this you cannot postpone. So this discretion, if we use, this is how the whole process of Gita would turn. By the time we are finishing the first chapter itself, you will start seeing the changes in your life, that whatever you are committed to chant and do in the class and attend it regularly, not because of my teaching, because of your karma phala, because you have touched Gita. I'm saying in that angle, you will reap your benefits. And this is not my feedback. This is, I keep on hearing this from so many people who have learned, and they think it's me who has done, but it was never me. It was their karma phala that they are reaping. So with others' experience and with my own from the 30-year-old, otherwise I would have never touched any of the scriptures. I ran away seeing Sanskrit. And for Ayurveda, we needed Sanskrit badly. And I said, oh my God, I can't do this. So please do the homework correctly. And I'm not taking any questions now for this. I'll take the questions in the next week, but I'll post the audio and the video. Okay, so we'll end the session. Unless if it is a very pressing question that you won't be able to practice. Is there somebody who has not understood something to chant and that's going to inhibit their practice? Please ask me now. Okay, fine. I'll post.
Ma'am, can I post any question in one-to-one chat? Suppose I think it will take more time in the class. Can I post a question in one-to-one chat?
Yes, fine. And then I'll use my discretion whether I reply back to privately or whether I take the question in the class. Okay, you can approach to me privately. Yes. Thank you. For any such doubts, you can approach me privately. Any pronunciation or something, please take help. So don't restrict in that aspect. And I will just, sometimes what happens, there are messages that pile up. So even now at this moment, there are 200 plus messages which I haven't opened. So sometimes if the messages pile down, then I have not seen. And if I have not addressed, then you just say gentle reminder. I'm sorry to ask for a reminder, which normally does it. But because the amount of messages that come from various classes is very high, the volume is high, and that WhatsApp number is for the patients also and for the families also. So sometimes it gets buried under the avalanche of per day messages that come into the WhatsApp. Keep your spine straight, close your eyes, take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Hari Om, everyone. I will expect some feedbacks from you if the class going is okay. If you want another methodology, please do comment. If the presentation is okay, if you have any suggestions. So please do give me feedback so that I can also improve myself and be better in presenting. Hari Om, Ji. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om, Dr. Varshaji.
Thank you.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Ma'am, next class will be on the same link, ma'am.
Same time, every Wednesday, 8 o'clock.
No, ma'am. This another class now, what's going to happen for half an hour?
Okay, this is a daily Gita. Every day we have Gita. And we complete the whole Gita in one whole week. Monday we start with the first chapter, Sunday we end the 18th chapter, and again we start. I'll post in the group immediately now. You are there in the WhatsApp group of this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm just going to post the link to join and that flyer which says on which day which chapters are there. And then if you're interested, I'll add you to that WhatsApp group also. So we have this class as weekly. We have the next chanting session as daily. And then we have monthly, the entire Gita done in one sitting. So that also I'll be posting. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.